Welcome everyone, and thank you again and with us. And now I'm going to talk a little bit teachings on the very slowly of this teaching by the great master, His Holiness Dudjom Rinpoche. Just a few lines for every day. Then for this during this time, so I'm just going to speak this. I'm sure many of you already have this copy. And so you can look to this guys, and I will go over this. First, I talk a little bit about His Holiness Dudjom Rinpoche, and His Holiness. Many of you already know that, but even you know, we just remember of this. One of the great masters of the 20th centuries of the Tibetan Buddhism, and he was so beautiful, humble, and simple, down to the earth. Just really, even though he is one of the great masters, honored by so many great highly realization beings honored him too, but yet he is so humble and simple. That's what I'm saying, down to the earth. He's not just a kind of like saying that because he is a great master, kind of act that way. He acts so simple, so ordinary, so kind of like casual, and he mingled with all every students. Particularly those who are kind of weak and uneducated person, he is so more kind than even seems looks to the others. That really he is so humble and simple. And yet his knowledge, his realization is so brilliant and powerful. And his kindness and compassion is just overwhelming. He was also predicted by Guru Padma Samye in the 8th century. Is upcoming, and as Guru Padma Samye predicted, he was born in the 1904 in the southern Tibet, the hidden valley, the secret land of Guru Padma Samye, known as the Pemaku. He was born, and he grew up there. But immediately, the moment he born, or moment he conceived in the mother's womb, there's so many extraordinary things that happened around family, around the area and the villages. And he was born and beautifully and the perfect child without giving pain and difficulty to the mother. And he was born, and as a grown up, he did so many great works to benefit for all the sentient beings, to the teaching, to the Dharma. And he became one of the principal teachers, masters, all the peoples, everyone devoted person, not just only the great masters, really. He's a teacher of everyone, and that's what really he was. And he was great scholars, he was great poetry, he was great historians. He wrote over 25 volumes of the books that which is now compiled and published there. So this is the great masters. And he has many numerous teachings that explain the essence of the Buddha teaching and penetrate the heart of the devoted practitioners. So simple, easy, and kind of compact teaching, but absorbed so easily in the heart and the mind. And this is one of his teachings. Then many of you all have this. So I'm going to talk about these teachings. And so this is the here, this is one of his writing. He wrote this letter, sent it to one of the student, and is named here, Lama Dava. He is still alive. He is one of the really beautiful practitioners, hermitage, yogi, still alive. And so he wrote this teaching to this devoted student of him, the Lama Davas. This is similar as like Nagarjuna wrote letter to his friends. Similar, many times great masters write letter to send that to their students as they request it, and that kind of, so during their retreat, the practice, they can have really something special, personal blessings that can sustain and activate their realizations and practices go smooth. So this is one of these teachings. And so now here, see. First, I got these first three lines. Dedicate to the practitioner at the young shoes. So that explaining area where Yangnechu is the area where this Lama is doing practices. This Lama Dawa is also disciple of the very famous Nyingma master, the master known as His Holiness Vajra Armor or the Vajra Rinpoche, his student too. So Vajra Rinpoche is organized and he is guiding the retreat, like a retreat, 3-year retreat. 3-year retreat, and Lama Dawa was one of the retreatants in that retreat center and is practicing. And Yangnechu is the very famous sacred mountain, sacred cave, where Padma Samye attained realization of the Vedic Kalaya or Mahamudra state or Mahamudra Vidadara status. He has achieved that. So here it said how that area, how this Lama Dawa is a practitioner. He said the fortunate ones. You have again he's reminding you are the fortunate ones. Generally, having the beautiful life and beautiful human life is very fortunate. It's not just kind of simple and easy to get. It's very special that we all know. And we all are fortunate ones. Really, truly. Everyone is fortunate. Everyone is very, very, very lucky that we have this opportunity. And similarly, Lama Dawa. And not just only they have obtained a beautiful human body or precious human body, but you are dedicated to practicing and activating the teaching into the heart and mind. That makes it even more precious. You're taking the meaning of the lives, the way these lives. For that reason, I give you this instruction with love from my heart. That means with affection, with love, with personal caring thought, I will give this advice to you. But here, he's only Dudjom Rinpoche mentioning to Lama Dawa, but reality to all of us. This is the message from His Holiness Dudjom Rinpoche to all of us, not just only one. This is what really how we should follow our practices, how we should activate our the teaching we received or the empowerment we received. So that is the first few lines of that kind of, in a way, history of how this teaching came. And now we go with these 4 lines. That is really the teaching begins this. But now again to speak of the teachings, always in the teaching said what? When we practice, and as you all know, we receive the teaching, always correcting our motivations. Motivation is so important. And motivation is good, correct motivation is so important when we're receiving the teachings, when we are starting the teaching, when we're meditating the teaching, or practicing. Always have good motivations. Why motivation is so important? Because mind is the principle of our. That means what? Our self, what we have, our self means body, verbal communicated, these active talks, and the mind. Those are in the teaching often named the 3 principles that symbolize individuals. Body, speech, and the mind. These 3. Among that 3, the mind is the most powerful. Mind is the ruler of that. For those reasons, always in the teaching said, at the beginning of the very practice, the meditating or starting the teaching, always have the good motivation. What kind of good motivation we should have? Motivation generally, there's so many motivations, but among this time, good motivation. What is that good motivation? Based upon the joy and appreciations, love and kindness and compassion thought. That is known as good motivation. That is a positive motivation. When we have that good motivation, everything turns into good. Good. So therefore, mind is so powerful. Mind is so important. For therefore, positive joy and appreciation. Appreciation, as I said earlier, and you all know, no, to obtain this human body is so special. We have a beautiful life, even though we are going these challenges that. But still there's so many things to feel happy and joy to ourselves, our situation, our circumstances. So feel happy and joy. Joy of this. Then this joy is not just only kind of light in ourselves, but we're going to share that joy and appreciation and to all the living beings with compassion, with loving kindness, which is often known as then bodhicitta, mind of enlightenment. Really wishing good things to every living being. That is always necessary. Actually, Buddha teaching, is you all know, is teaching of non-violence, teaching of equanimity. Every living being is equal. And every living being has, because equal, why? They have so many levels, we are all equal. Every levels. Feeling level equal, our desire level equal, and wishing level equal, whatever we wish, same, we have wished, same wish, good things to everyone or ourselves, and no one wanted sad and suffering and difficulty, we are equal. And the potential level equal, great teacher Buddha Shakyamuni said, everyone has same potential, same nature as Buddha himself. There is no difference. So therefore, physical level we are equal, biological level we are equal, and feeling level we are equal, natural level we are equal, and we share the same planet or the same world, same air, same sun, same moon, same water. Therefore, we share everything, same thing. For that reason, everyone wants happy and peace and joy. Joy. And that's therefore, for us following the teaching of the Buddha Shakyamuni, really for that reason, we wish everyone is happy, peace. Even for example, together we are practicing, listening, reflecting, teaching, we wish that may become the one of the great source and cause to remove all the suffering and the difficult troubles of the world. Right now, and beyond the world. Why I'm saying beyond the world? Because the greatest teacher Buddha Shakyamuni explained there is 6 realms. Even though many of them maybe we don't see immediately, but there is 6 different realms. Those realms, and even whether we see or we don't see, we share the same feeling, same thing, same desire. So therefore, wishing happiness, wishing good things with the bodhicitta is so powerful. That is heart essence of the teaching of the Buddha Dharma, particularly the Mahayanas. Then many of you need practice maybe Vajrayana too. Then often teaching said, also bring realization of the perfection status, reality or true nature where things are in the reality levels. Reality level, according to the teaching, everything is in enlightened status. Those are known as the 3 Vajra status or the 3 Kaya status that we read in the book and receive the teaching from the great masters. Some intellectually way we also understood what it means. Reality is everything is in that purity state. So without a kind of interference of the duality and a skeptical hesitation, bring that kind of divine, the purity, dawn of light in our heart. Kind of see everything purity status. And if everything is a purity state, our mind is love and kindness and compassion, with full of joy and appreciation, then we create a really beautiful, in a way, pure land. Our perceptions, our conceptions, we make it pure, beautiful. There's nothing higher and better pure than a loving kindness and compassion. And compassion, love and compassion that don't have any boundaries, restrictions, raised to every living being, freely. All good heart, prevalent, the whole universe and space is so special, so beautiful. That which is the very foundation of the Buddha teaching and our practices. That we should always try to kind of remember that, and even fell out from that, trying to bounce back to that stadium or that platforms or that status. That is known as the practice in the Dharma. So that is so important, and that is really my my brief talk today, and just reminding to all of us, and also kind of maybe are going to follow the schedules what we planned to do. First we do a little meditation, but I kind of mixed up a little bit today, and so then the teaching, and then a little meditation thought to do. But now we do together meditation. As all you receive the teaching. You all receive the teaching, you all practice it. Now really we do the meditation. And again, when we do the meditation, we should have the same motivation, joy and appreciations. And the bodhicitta, we meditating this, may really become the one of the great cause to benefit for all living beings, to remove the suffering, difficult troubles of the world and the universe. Really, with sincerity, we made this become the. At the same time, feel close connection with Padma Samye and the Buddha Shakyamuni, Tara, Mother Tara, and really feel, and which is often known as also devotions. Those are the very special. Devotion is mean there is no skepticals, no hesitations, no kind of like doubts that interfering our spiritual deepening practices. You are embracing the reality, nature where things are. And if we had that, often never said, then the blessings and the realization will really boom, shine, or rise up so beautifully, perfectly. So therefore, feel the strong presence of the Guru Padma Samye or the Buddha Shakyamuni, inseparably all the great lineage masters, and with joy and appreciation, and with bodhicitta, and now we do meditation. And meditation, you all know, meditating, relaxing nature state of the mind, or shamatha meditation, vipassana meditation, whatever you are practicing, we're going to meditate, relaxing in the nature status, or anyone. Okay. Thank you. Again, we begin now.